Hi, I'm Rosie from Claritystamp. Today I'm going to run through a little bit of colouring with our Perga Liners on the back of our work. So let's start. I'm using actually Jane's Butterflies plate. This is a great plate, especially if you want to start your colouring and lots of little areas, so really easy to colour but very satisfying. So let's pop a little bit of parchment on there. And often I'll use small bits of parchment like this because, cut your big sheets down into manageable chunks. You don't want a large bit of parchment if you're only going to emboss a small butterfly. And then give it a bit of a whiz over with your tumble dry sheet there. Groover guard ready, and whichever tool you're going to emboss with, I'm going to use the 1mm Pergamano tool. So I'm going to emboss the outside of this butterfly all the way around. I don't necessarily want all of the inner details with it because there's some quite small areas. I'm just going to use the pencils, I'm going to use the B pencils to colour with. If I was going to paint with it, then I probably would use the inner areas because then I'd have a really fine paintbrush to work with. But as it is, I'm just going to use the pencils, and I'm going to use the Dorso oil with them as well, just to blend them and show you the effect. So I'm doing a little bit of detail, but not those small bits within the wing detail. So let's finish embossing that all the way around. We'll pop him some antennae on as well, and there we go, that's sorted. So let's take that from my plate. I'm going to use the hard side of our groovy mat. Turn the light panel off, don't need that anymore. And the pencils I'm going to use. So I'm going to use three colours. I'm going to use the B13 for the body, and then for the wings I'm going to use B8, and I'm going to use B11 as well. I want a paper stump, and I want my Dorso oil, and one of our fabulous spot-on sponges as well, because that's what I'm going to use to blend with. So let's start with the wings. We'll go with the yellow. Again, use your groovy guard to lean on if you feel you need it. Just pop that out of the way a moment. So I think we'll have yellow on the outside of the wings for this one. So nice and gently. These are really creamy pencils, so you'll find they're very easy to lay colour down. And put plenty on. If you're going to blend, you need to have some pencil there that you're going to be able to blend with. So we'll just do a couple of those. Then we'll go for that red. Now I'm going to use red and yellow, so when they meet in the middle, they're going to become orange. At this point, I'm working on the back of my design, so if I go over the white embossing, it doesn't matter because it's by the front, it's not going to show. So let's just go around the edges ever so slightly as well to bring a bit more colour into there. There we go, and I think we'll have a little bit more yellow there to bring that orange into play. Now I can blend pretty well actually just with the pencils. You can see that they're blending really nicely together. So of course I could leave it like that, and that's okay. Or I can opt to blend them with the Dorso oil. What that's going to create is a little bit more of a creamy effect. So if I just show you one that's just been penciled. So here we go, I've got one that I've done earlier. And you can see then it's just used the pencil on that, it's not been blended. So you've got almost a grainier effect. Whereas this one we're putting more colour on because we're going to blend it. So let's get some blending done. So a little bit of our Dorso oil onto the sponge there. Now the Dorso oil you can also use with the Dorso crayons as well, so it's great, you're going to be able to get lots of use from it. Paper stump, just dab it in there, and then what you're going to do is you're just then going to blend the two together. It smooths it out, but it also intensifies that colour. Same with this one as well. If you need to clean your paper stump because you've got more of the red on, then just put an extra bit of Dorso oil on it. In fact, I'll do that. Wipe it away, let it dry out, and then you can go back to it. At the moment there's too much oil on there. If I then apply it to my colouring, it's going to remove the colouring. So let's put some more colour down there, and I'm going to work my way around this butterfly because I want to show you the finished effect. So if you wanted to step away now and perhaps pop and have a cup of tea, and I'll join you again very soon. Thank you for sticking with me. So I've now coloured all of my butterfly, and you can see then that we've got that lovely intense colour, and it really makes a difference adding that Dorso oil to it. And then from the front, if I just turn them over, you can see that's the unblended one. Look how more vibrant the blended butterfly is. So that's another way of using your Perga liners. Thanks for watching.